Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry or bitchinahurry.com. Everything is in the description down below, and you can email me if you have questions or whatever. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the new moon in Sagittarius on December 7th. And we're just going to get started here. The new moon in Sagittarius is a time we're going to focus a lot on relationships and what is working in our relationships and what is not. You're also going to want to try to find the joy and the fun in things that are happening, because there may be some stuff happening that you're really not, I don't know, I don't want to say you're not interested in, but more that you're like, why is this happening? Like, what is the point of this? And when those things happen, just try to find the humor in the situation. And I think Sagittarius, you guys are really good at that anyways. You kind of have at times a more happy, I don't want to say happy-go-lucky, but you do at times have a little bit more of an optimism. And that's also another theme for this new moon in Sagittarius is hope and optimism, you know, through some wisdom. So, like I said, there's going to be some stuff that goes on this month that you're like, what is this? Just try to find the humor in it. And we're also going to be looking to really connect with people that you either are already in a relationship with, or that maybe you want to deepen your relationship with. So if you are partnered up with someone, there's going to be some times that you're going to be kind of examining what's happening relationship-wise, good or bad. So this is the time, though, to kind of take it a little bit deeper. But definitely, it's a time, you know, you want to look for the best way. Like I said, you know, look for something as far as something optimistic in the midst of whatever is really happening. And you want to kind of try to find a way to uplift the situation versus just like, you know, beating it down. I do have a new deck that goes with my Shadowscapes deck, which I love. It's a little small deck, which I love. It's by Biddy Tarot. It's called the Everyday Tarot, and it's very, very simple. I love the artwork. It's great to clarify, really great to clarify the Shadowscapes, because the Shadowscapes is so detailed. This gives you like right away what you're looking at. So we're going to start out with you guys for the Tower. And I don't think this just happened, or I'm saying I don't think this is going to happen to you. I think this just happened. I think this is something that it's been a change that's coming, and you knew it was coming, and maybe you were a little resistant to it, but bam, it's here. So it's either just happened or it happened recently, and you're trying to kind of deal with whatever this is. And I don't think, like I said, I think you were a little bit resistant to it. Coming up next, we have the Hierophant, which says, this is about institutions following the rules, schools, teachers, that kind of stuff. Like, it's time to kind of get back to basics. It's time to follow the rules. It's time to get back into a program of the way that we do things, like going to the gym, eating healthy. I feel like it's all of that stuff. So it may be tied to whatever this Tower moment was. Maybe your health is suffering and it's like, okay, you need to go back to the gym, or whatever the case may be. But, deep inside this, I always say that with this card, I feel like you're your best teacher. So deep inside what you need to do. And I do think that this change has kind of snapped you back into reality. And like I said, it's a change you weren't wanting. And it's here anyway. So it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Let's just move on. You do have the Five of Cups. So you're feeling like you might want to wallow just a little bit. Things are different. And it's not that they're bad. They're just different than what you're used to. You've got the two cups here that are not spilled out, though. So while you're feeling like you've lost a little bit of something, there's still hope. You've got these little fishies in the little cups. So there's still hope for you. It's just that I want to say this might be just the tiniest little pity party, just for the way things were, and now they're different. But you do have the Eight of Pentacles, which says you're working really hard on something. You're working really hard on something. So, you may not see quite all of it. You're starting to see some results, because you can see in the near vicinity of you, like with the spider, he can see right in front of him the work that he's doing that looks really good. But if you look at this huge whole picture, he's too little to see this huge thing that he's done, but it's really very beautiful. So the other people are starting to see the work that you're doing, even though you feel like you're still sort of stuck in this Tower moment and, you're feeling a little boo-hoo, poor me. The work you're doing is not going unnoticed. So make sure that make sure that you don't beat yourself up too much and you don't wallow here in the self-pity, because that's where I feel like what's happening with this Tower moment is giving you this wallowing thing. Even though deep down, you are your best teacher and you're doing the stuff you need to do. You just don't want to. That's what it is. You're doing the things you need to do. You just don't want to do them. You're just like, no. Like you're stomping your foot and you're like, mm-mm. Now, we have the Hanged Man, different perspective. This is the way that we heal from all of this nonsense, is to look at it from a different perspective. This Tower moment was not something that you wanted. And it could just be a change in lifestyle. Maybe you moved, maybe you changed jobs, maybe you had a fallout with someone in your family or a friend or a sibling. But you know what? Look at it from the other person's point of view. And that is going to help you stop this wallowing thing. If you look at it from their point of view, because right now all you can see is your point of view, right? All you can see is, this is what I think, I feel like this hurt my feelings, I don't like, I'm not happy with. Look at it from the other side of the equation, whether it's another person's point of view or just a situation. You look at it from a different perspective, the exact opposite, you're going to see things much differently, and it will be easier for you to get out of this hole. So like I said, there's something that you're disappointed about, and I think it has to do with whatever this Tower moment is. Now, clarifying the Tower, we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can be negative thinking, defensiveness, wishy-washy, kind of back and forth, meandering, thinking about things. Oh, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do that. Just perseverating over stuff over and over and over. And the Tower moment kind of like put that to a halt. But the clarification with this Five of Swords says that it's time to move on. Like, this is, put away the negative thinking and the hemming and hawing, because the decision has already been made. It's already done. So you're wasting time here, perseverating over it. The change has happened. It's done. It's done. It's time to move on. I love this. You have the Hierophant, which is, you're your own best teacher, right? And you have all the institutions, time to follow the rules, get yourself in order, do the stuff you're supposed to do with the with the Hermit. And the Hermit, it's got this little light. I just love this card. It's got this little light reminding you that, what you need is inside of you. You're your own best teacher here, and then the wisdom that you need and the light you need is right inside of you. So you have everything that you could want or need right at your fingertips. Take some time away. There's nothing wrong with taking a little time away. In Sagittarius, you are the life of the party. You bring smiles to people's faces, but you need this time to recharge and regroup. You're healing up from this Tower moment, this change in your life. This could be just a major life change as well. It could just be a major life change that's just different. It's just different. And it's just not that it's bad, it's just different. So take some time away just to settle everything, to make it all make sense to you. Now, here we have the Five of Cups, clarified, these little cards, by the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is a time of observation. And you've been working hard. You've accomplished a lot. I mean, you can tell he's like, I've accomplished all this stuff. He's kind of observing. Look at all of the things I've done. Wow. Just please remember, the Ten of Wands comes next, which is a heavy, heavy burden. So in your effort to de-pity party yourself, you may have gotten very busy. It's that time of year, right, where we have holidays and Christmas and wrapping and presents and shopping and coworker parties and all this stuff. And just in an effort to be busy and be happy, because Sagittarians are happy, in an effort to do all of these things, you might have taken on an awful lot. Observe here at this Nine of Wands. Look at all you've accomplished and all you've done, and make a firm decision to not pick up any more burdens right now. You've got enough. You've worked very hard and you've accomplished a lot. Don't pick up anything that's unnecessary at this point. Now, we have the Eight of Pentacles, right? All this beautiful work you're doing, clarified by the Five of Cups, which, hello, we had the Five of Cups right here. So this is saying that the pity party wants to continue. And I understand that things are different. I get it, because you get this. Something is different, and it wasn't quite the way that you wanted it to be. Okay, but you still remember, these 3 cups might be spilled out, but these 2 cups are full. So all is not lost. And the thing is, with these 3 cups spilled out, that means that you can fill them with something new. So just keep on working, because you're doing a beautiful job on whatever this is you're working on. Keep on working at this. And no, all is not lost. All is not lost. I think that's going to be part of the title. Change came and all is not lost. It's okay. And here we have, you're looking at things from a different perspective, right? Our clarification is the Queen of Swords. She is she is a discerning person. Nothing gets by her. Her mind is sharp and analytical. So when you're looking at things from a different perspective, you're going to be able to be very objective about it. You won't be all emotional and all tied up in your head and all fiery and angry. You're going to be able to look at things from a very cool, calm perspective and go, oh, well, that makes sense. Almost like someone else is telling you the story about yourself versus you going, well, this happened to me and for me and whatever. You're going to be able to look at this from a very objective point of view, like someone was coming to you, telling you a story about them, and you could go, oh, well, this, and this, and it will make perfect sense, and you'll be able to discern what you need to do to move forward. So I know this was a little bit of a heavy reading of this, you got both of these Five of Cups here, this feeling of loss, this feeling of devastation, a little bit of a pity party. I get it. But you know what? You're going to be able to, this tells me you will be able to look at everything from a different perspective, and you will be able to discern exactly what's really happening. So this Tower moment was not what you wanted. It was, even if it was something that you were looking forward to, when it actually happened, the feeling is a little bit of a shock. You weren't quite prepared. Or if it was something you were not looking forward to, you tried to ignore it like it wasn't happening, and it happened anyway, because that's what the universe does, right? The universe, things are going to happen no matter what, and no matter how much we don't want something to happen, sometimes it happens anyway. But all is not lost, you guys. So I cannot wait to hear how this resonates with you. I will talk to you soon.